Hello and welcome to Spinster's Library. I'm Claudia and I was just in the middle of reading an interesting article about music, Victorian masculinity and Dante Gabriel Rossetti when I thought I could vlog this. Haven't done a vlog in a while, and today is a kind of a mixed day for me in terms of activities. So right now I'm doing some research for my PhD. Just occasionally I get these opportunities to study something that is a little bit outside of my research topic. In my case, I study the early 19th century, so that's the first 3 decades of the 19th century, but I have got a few articles that I want to read that are concerned with the Victorian period instead. And the reason that I'm reading those is because I can apply similar ideas and theories and methodologies to my own time period by reading research that was written about a different time period. And that set my little mind in motion, and I thought, well, it is Victober, so I may as well vlog this piece of Victorian research that I'm doing. As well as reading these articles, I also am planning to do some video editing for a different video that's coming out later this week, and I also want to read some Victorian literature. Now, I've been doing almost all of my Victober reading on the Kindle because out of my 4 or 5 books on my Victober TBR, only 2 I actually have in paper. So I am going to pick up the Kindle and do some Victober related reading later. And if you're interested in all of these things, then stick along.
Je peux vous le rendre, Seigneur, Seigneur, car avec les soldats, oui, les toreros peuvent s'entendre, pour plaisir, ils ont les combats, le cirque est plein ce jour de fête.
Well, that was quite interesting. I've just been reading up on, well, different articles about music in Victorian Britain. Actually, most of these are concerned with Victorian England and also the connection between music and novels in Victorian life. Let me know, by the way, if you are interested in me doing a more academic lecture type video about music in the Victorian novel based on these articles at some point later in the month. It's a topic I certainly find interesting, but I'm not sure if anyone else does as well. So now I have done some work, I am going to take a nice break. I'm not going to do reading straight away. The thing with being a researcher or a student or doing any job that relies on a lot of reading is that my brain needs to switch off occasionally. So I think I'm just going to put some YouTube on and I want to do my nails. If you've been following my nail progress, you'll know that it's been my goal actually since the start of the year to grow my nails a bit longer. And for the first time, you can actually see them poking above my fingers. So I'm going to put some YouTube videos on and sort out my nails because they are getting a little bit chipped. Quick ad break. You can get this Dorian Gray and cat inspired mug and much more merchandise on the link in the description box, shop.spinsterslibrary.com. Sorry, I have to mention it occasionally. And now for the nail art. I have chosen this lovely deep warm red colour because it feels very autumnal. I just fancy some red. And this is by Essence, which if you're in America you might not be familiar with this brand. It's a rather inexpensive, but in my opinion high quality for the price, a drugstore brand from the Netherlands. It's everywhere in Germany. You have to kind of hunt for it in the UK, though if you do live in the UK, pro tip, you can get it in Wilko's. And this colour is called Do You Speak Love? To which the answer is no. The base coat I use is the Orly Bonder rubberized base coat. This is amazing. I've had this bottle for 2 years and it hasn't dried out yet. And it kind of makes the nail really sticky, so that nail polish really does stick to it. And then for my top coat, because I do things properly, it's another one from Essence. This is just called the Quick Dry Top Coat.
Le spectateur est dans la tête. Le spectateur s'interpelle après fracas. Apostrophe, tu sais ta page pour rester jusqu'à ce l'empereur. Car c'est la fête du courage, c'est la fête des gens de cœur. Allons, en garde. Allons, allons, toréador, en garde, toréador, toréador. Et songe bien, oui, songe combattant, que le noir te regarde, et que l'amour t'attend, toréador. L'amour, l'amour t'attend.
My nails are done. And the most important thing when you apply nail polish is to let it dry completely, and that means not touching anything for at least an hour. And I have already broken this rule because I smudged the tip of this nail, don't know if you can see that, when I adjusted the tripod. No big deal. So now I'm going to spend some time doing something that isn't going to smudge any more of my beautiful red nail polish. And one thing you can do without smudging your nail polish is reading an ebook. So I am just going to chill and read some Victorian literature. I am currently a third of the way through Gloriana, or The Revolution of 1900, by Lady Florence Dixie. And this book was published in 1890, so it is a futuristic novel about the Revolution of 1900. And I'm just finished with part 1 of this 3-part novel, in which our hero, Gloriana, dresses up as a boy and makes her way through Eton and then through the politics of 19th century Britain, all with the mission of reaching gender equality in the United Kingdom. It's such a fun novel. It takes the best of the sensationalist novel genre, so there's a lot of intrigue, there's kidnappings and forbidden romances and murders and lies and all of that kind of stuff, but it's also then interwoven with this very serious feminist message. I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it.
On fait silence, à quoi se passe-t-il? Plus d'écrit célestin, le taureau s'élance en bandissant auditorie. Il s'élance, il entre frappe, en chevelure, entraînant un pic d'or.
Okay, I think that's enough reading. My nails are probably dry enough now to do everyday activities if I am careful. And there's still one thing I need to check off my to-do list for today, and that is some video editing. So I'm gonna sit down and do that. My life is endlessly exciting. But really though, I am in a much, much happier place now than I was just a couple of weeks ago. My research is going well. I'm happy in my private life. And the only thing that's ruining it is what's going on in the news and in politics around me. I don't want to be a downer and just talk about Brexit all day long, but it is honestly having such an effect on my happiness, and I'm sure many others feel the same way. Today I have decided not to look at the news, but even so, even in my short glimpses at Twitter, there's just so much anxiety and so much nervousness around what's going to happen at the end of this month. And I also don't want to shut myself off from it, because I feel like it is important for us to be informed about what's going on in the world. And I find it really frustrating when people tell me to just turn it off, to just tune it out, to just not care about the politics because it won't affect me. The truth is, politics affects all of us. So I'm yet to find the right balance between staying informed and not getting too wound up and too involved in things that I can't personally influence. Because other than Brexit, my life's pretty good at the moment. I quit my job a few weeks ago and I feel so much more relaxed. I mean, that is obviously until I noticed the lack of paycheck. Despite not having found a new job yet, I'm just enjoying the time I have to myself. The time to do frivolous stuff like paint my nails. You know, the time to devote to reading and booktube and making my home look nicer. I spent yesterday doing some DIY projects, including building some shelves to install in the cupboard under the stairs in my living room. You know, things like that I just did not have the energy or the time before. I'm really enjoying, you know, caring about that. And it's just a shame that politicians are messing things up. I can't remember there ever being a time in my life where I didn't know what was going to happen to the country I live in at the end of the month. And here we are, just weeks and days from that Brexit deadline. And I don't know where I'm going to be in November, and that is kind of terrifying. But anyway, let me distract myself with some work. I have one video to edit, and I'll see you after that. And done. So I'm going to upload that video now, and I think I'm going to finish this vlog for today. Soon I am going to go and make some dinner and enjoy the rest of my evening. I'll probably do some more reading. I've really been enjoying reading Gloriana, or The Revolution of 1900. It's such a fun novel, and I'm surprised that I've not heard anyone talk about it on BookTube yet, but maybe some other people are reading it in Victober. If you are, let me know, and otherwise let me know how your Victober's been going. I feel like I'm taking it rather slowly so far. I do have some more kind of deep diving videos planned for Victober for the rest of the month. If you want to check out what I have uploaded so far in terms of Victober related videos, I'll put the link to my Victober 2019 playlist in the description box. I have noticed that one thing has been missing from this vlog, and that is my lovely cats. Where have they been all afternoon? But you can't have a Spinster's Library vlog without at least a short appearance from my wonderful, adorable cats. So let's call them over. Oh, hey! There you are. Come here. There's my pretty boy Beetle. Hello. You just woken up? He has definitely just woken up. Beetle, Brofist, come on. You can do this. Almost. Yay. Treat for Beetle. High five. Yeah, well, that was a bit of a half-assed attempt. And here's Minerva, also just woken up by the looks of it. you go. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.